Hello fellow YouTubers, this is a tutorial on how to replace your spark plugs on a 2003 or really any 2.0 liter VW Jetta. This is the first time I've ever done anything like this, and I'm not very mechanically inclined, but I can do it and so can you. So have some confidence and I'll show you the way. So here we go. First thing you do is you have to remove this manifold, which you can already see that I removed. What you have here is 1, 2, and 3 5mm Allen keys. Also, there are 2 more 5mm. You see this little groove here? Your Allen wrench goes straight through the hole, and there's another bolt underneath, as well as that little hole right there. You can see the rivets for sure, so it's not too rough. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You remove those, and on the back of your intake manifold, there are, a little hard to see from here, but you can definitely feel it out. Right there, there's one 6mm, and it's a little bit deeper, there's another 6mm. I used the basic Allen set. You don't need any long extensions, just a little time and effort, and you can definitely get those 7 bolts removed. So once you remove those, you're able to pry this up. As you can see, I used a little screwdriver kickstand here. I don't recommend that, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do with the tools that you have. But now things start getting scary. You're like, whoa, I removed some parts, I don't know what to do. But really, you're fine, you can do it, chill. So before, these wires here were on the top of the spark plugs. I had a hard time removing them. I couldn't just pull them up, and that could hurt your wires anyway. So what I ended up doing was there it is. I ended up using this tool right here. This tool goes on top of your spark plug wires like this, and you go down, you get it real snug down there, you turn it clockwise, and then pull up, and it actually ejects the wire so it rips up. So as you can see, I've already gone through the 4 spark plugs. There's one right down there. There's another one, you can kind of see it right down there. You have yet another one. It's in that little hole. And last but not least, where is that bugger? You can see that one. That's your 4th one. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 in those holes. You can certainly see them when you look. It's just my camera doesn't have a lot of light right now. So you remove your wires, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it's time to remove the spark plugs. So you need an extension with a ratchet. It's a very simple setup. I'm sure you have these tools in your household. I got a little cheap ratchet with an extension here and a 5/8, also known as a 16mm socket. So this here goes on top of your spark plug when you go in there. So you go in your little hole, 1, 2, you keep unscrewing it as much as you can, and eventually it'll pop out, and you'll get one of these buggers that come out of it. There you go. If yours looks anything like mine, it certainly needs a redo. It's fouled up, it's garbage, makes my car idle really poorly. I got, let's see, NGK spark plugs. Laser Platinums, got them off of Amazon, pretty cheap. The 1/16 is a really important thing. It's the gap between the little metal thingies. I also decided to change my wires out, so these wires right here, I'm going to switch them out with these wires here. After you've removed all 4 of your spark plugs, you simply just take the new ones, you take your ratchet, and you screw them in. You want to make sure they're pretty tight, it's important, but don't strip your threads. It's really important that you feel those threads, because you don't want to jack up, you know, the female piece inside of your engine. You know, that would stink, because it'd be hard to screw in spark plugs in the future. So I'm not quite done here yet, but you screw in the spark plugs, you reattach the wires, and then you just take the manifold and put it back down, and screw in those 7 bolts that see. You can see the backs now. The back of the manifold connects there and there. So anyway, I hope that helps you out. It's not really that overwhelming of a job. Just that once intermediate or beginner starts removing parts like this, it's kind of scary, but just do it one step at a time. It's actually very easy. Also note that you may have to remove a hose or two. You see how I removed that off of there? Just so you're able to pick up that manifold and move it. But take out the spark plugs, replace the spark plugs, attach the wires, replace the manifold, connect the hoses and whatnot that you removed for clearance. If you have any questions, let me know, but this really isn't too rough, and I don't recommend you paying a dealership, you know, $300+ to have this done. It's actually kind of fun if you enjoy this thing, and if you have any questions, like I said, please let me know. Thanks a lot. Goodbye.